Hello everyone, welcome to our live chat today with MCIS. If you're joining us for the very first time, please follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Today, our live chat is all about insurance. What are the different types, and also, can insurance be affordable? Today, we're incredibly fortunate to have two very special guests, Prasanna, Chief Business Officer of Merchant Trade, and Mr. Ganesan from MCIS, Head of Alternate Distribution. Welcome, gentlemen. So, can you introduce yourself to our audience a little bit?
I am Prasanna Rao. I am the Chief Business Officer of Merchant Trade Asia Center in Berhad. It's my pleasure to be having joined with Ganeshan here.
Thank you. I'm Ganesan from MCIS Life, and we are here today to share a little bit about life insurance and how we can give you some advice and also share what products we have to cater for your needs.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just get started. So IBM published an article about 20 to 30 somethings are purchasing fewer or smaller insurance policies. And one of the major factors is because millennials are financially far worse off than our previous generation. And the lack of income, also the lack of dependence are also why millennials are not purchasing insurance policies, especially life insurance. So how are we combating this, Ganesan?
Okay, it's a good question. As you know, today the millennials, number one is their income itself. The resources itself is small. And with the current inflation and standard of living, the entire, demographic has changed. Yeah. And buying an insurance policy would sound expensive to them with their needs. Yeah. So I believe as how we train a lot of distribution people, it's always important to save for the future. That's what we always say. All right. And life insurance is actually talking about saving for the future. And our advice is normally save 10% of your income first for life insurance, then only you spend the rest. All right. But as you mentioned, today it's a big challenge to buy a life insurance policy and all that. And we have actually come up with some, with the partnership of Merchant Trade, we have come up with a fantastic micro insurance product, which will surely help this segment of people to have some form of insurance to cover themselves.
Right. So we are also covering all our bases, right? We're covering people with the millennials. If you're looking for, premiums that are a little smaller, like micro insurance, you can look for one of our products as well, right? So if our audience watching, if you have any questions for our gentleman here, you can leave it in the comments down below on any of our platforms. Our producers will compile them and we'll have a Q&A session at the end. So let's move on. So Ganesan, on the subject of microinsurance, right? So Prasanna, Merchant Trade started an insurance division in 2018. Can you share a little why Merchant Trade decided to branch out into insurance, which is a deviation from our bread and butter of remittance and also digital payments?
If you come to see of it, we've been in the business of connecting the customers for more than a decade now. And then we're kind of able to build the trust with the customers, and they've kind of put their hard-earned money to Merchant Trade to help them and facilitate to send the money. Yeah. When we look into the market, when you see, especially for the segment which is earning lesser salary, especially the people who are moved from their country into this country to work here, staying away from their family, it's not less painful for them. It is anything going wrong with them in terms of their life. They are the sole breadwinners. And we saw that there is an extreme gap in this particular segment. So we decided that with the kind of trust that we have, we wanted to extend the product portfolios that we are offering to them. So that's the whole idea about getting into the insurance. Right. And then also trying to work with partners like MCIS. It definitely makes sense us to design a product which is very easy for the customers to kind of go and adopt. So that's the reason we are also into this particular business. Right. It definitely is a win-win in terms of the product that has been designed very much suiting to the customers who definitely need this kind of products. Yeah.
So Ganesan, would you share a little on why you decided to partner with Merchant Trade on this microinsurance product? Because I understand that the microinsurance product partnered with Merchant Trade Asia is one of the first that MCIS has done. So can you share a little about why this partnership and what made MCIS go into microinsurance after being in this mainstream insurance for over a decade?
Thank you, Alicia. I believe when it comes to product and distribution, we make very good partners, Merchant Trade and MCIS. Merchant Trade being in the remittance line for so many years and one of the renowned companies or the market leader, all right? You guys have actually done very well and you're very passionate about what you do, all right? And the question why Merchant Trade exists, I think you are there to serve your migrant segment in the market, all right? So when it comes to MCIS, we position ourselves as a product manufacturer in this marriage or this, partnership, all right? We position ourselves as a product manufacturer. Basically what we did was we want to make this happen because, microinsurance is something I believe many people do not look at the moment.
Yeah.
And we find it very sensible to do this product because we have got the market to push it to or promote to, all right? And we have got a good partner like Merchant Trade, which has got such a large distribution who can actually reach out to these people. Yeah. And when talking about microinsurance itself, it's such a small premium. A lot of people say it will not make sense. But because of this partnership, it is going to make a sense to both the companies, MCIS and Merchant Trade. On top of it, it's going to make a lot of sense to our policyholders.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just to kind of add to what Ganeshan said, I think we are extremely proud to be part of this financial inclusion as well. It's because every time the money is sent, it's sent for better for families out there. Yeah. And this is something which to work with the MCIS in terms of a product that takes care as a safety net for the workers who are in the most difficult job. So I think it's a good win-win for us as well. Yeah.
It's definitely a great cause to have microinsurance, especially for these segments that we're serving, right? So going back to people who are working here, who are from a different country, I think one of these microinsurance products is not only to help reassure them that in case of any unfortunate incidents happen, their families back home are still being taken care of.
Just to add on, Alicia, we launched this product somewhere around early May, all right, during the health crisis time, all right. But within a couple of months, we have successfully paid 2 claims, all right. And from the testimony we have from both the families out there, they have been very, very happy and they are very thankful to both MCIS and Merchant Trade to have this policy in place so that at least they have something as the breadwinner is no more there to support the family. Yeah.
So we'll sidetrack a bit. So Ganeshan, can you explain a little bit to us about what are the key things when we're looking for microinsurance? What are the key sort of points that as a user should be looking at when choosing an insurance product?
Generally, the microinsurance product itself, the word microinsurance itself, it's a bite like what Prasanna just shared, all right? It's a small bite kind of thing. So you see, the question is that, like what you mentioned earlier, it's always the affordability is the question, all right? In the microinsurance sense, what we have done is we have structured the product in such a way it's affordable, number one, all right? So the pricing mechanism is totally different from an individual insurance. So it's done in such a way, and then to have a partner who's willing to distribute this at a lower cost is also difficult. So lucky we met somebody like Merchant Trade to do that. Yeah. That's one. Number two, we want to make the product as simple as possible so that the client or the policyholder understands what he has bought. The benefits are clear. So it's a simple product which if one look at it, he knows exactly what he's going to get in case something happens to him. Right. So how we're going to manage the risk. All right. The third part is how the accessibility is for this kind of product. So as I mentioned earlier, with Merchant Trade's distribution channel, such a large distribution channel, we are very sure we are able to reach out to all these people. And of course, your relationship with your current customers, the trust has been bought already.
Been built, yes.
All right. So you have built the trust, right? And life insurance is all about trust. Yeah. So that we already won the first step. Moving towards the selling of the policy. All right, so these are the 3 main areas. So we will talk about affordability, the accessibility, and also how simple the product is. So this is what microinsurance is all about, right?
So moving to the 21st century, the digital wave is there, right? Malaysia released the mobile penetration rate of 90% just last year alone. Is going digital something that both parties are looking at?
I mean, if you look at the millennials today, they are born with digital. They're born digital. Yeah, don't have to be taught digital, unlike we who needs to kind of understand what's digital all about. So they go into the websites, they do the comparisons, they know what suits them the best, and then they understand what's their need more better than anyone else. So we believe that the generations to come is much better informed, and they know exactly what they want. In that situation, the digital way of acquisition and digital way of offering the products would be more relevant than anything else.
I agree with Prasanna. I think moving forward, the most important thing is how accessible are all these products, right? And looking at life insurance going on apps and digital mode, I think this is going to be the first step, all right? And as Prasanna said, there's going to be a lot of comparison, pricing, and as you also opened today and said that the millennials are struggling to buy policies and so on. All right, if we can make simple products, affordable products, easy accessibility, then I think it's a win-win for everybody. All right. And once again, congratulations to Merchant Trade, who has done a successful job in that sense.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. We'll take a few questions from the audience, but before we do that, I have a question on my own because I like to seize the opportunity. So survey has shown that 1 out of 3 Malaysians do not have any form of insurance. And over 60% of foreign workers working in Malaysia are solely dependent on insurance given by the government. For those who have yet to purchase insurance or lack the income to do so, what insurance product would be good to start with? Maybe Ganesan, you want to take this?
Okay. I think the best product to go for is something simple and easy. All right, a micro insurance product will be good. All right, and I think as far as life insurance is concerned, our product, the Merchant Insure, is one of the first micro insurance product available in the market. So I think that will be a good product to start off with.
So life insurance.
Yes.
Okay. We'll have the second question. So how different is Merchant Trade Insure life insurance compared to those in the market? Maybe Prasanna?
So I think he will be able to, Ganeshan will be able to actually explain in terms of the product what exactly. But for us, when we actually wanted to get into this business of insurance, we were very clear that not many people, as I said earlier, not many other operators are offering this. So we saw a gap there. So we wanted to kind of close that gap by making first this product available for this particular segment. So that was the first. And then we are so thankful to MCIS that they were ready to kind of customize what we wanted. We have the accessibility. Our biggest asset is our distribution footprint that we have. But we need a product. So I think MCIS designed that product, what was required for us. And then we can create awareness. We can create a lot of promotion of the products. We can bundle along with our remittance products, which is a compulsory product for the foreign workers when they send money. So the whole idea was to kind of come up with a product that should be addressing to the needs of the customers.
Prasanna, I agree with you. All right, I think when you talk about the products itself, this is only the beginning. All right, and this partnership, this is the first product we have launched. We are looking at many other products, which is going to make sense to the target audience we are focusing on, right? And just imagine, where can you get a product, RM1 a month, and cover you for 4,000? All right. On top of it, this product, for the same RM1, if the death is due to some mosquito bite illness like dengue or chikungunya, you get double, which is actually 8,000. All right, for RM1 a month. What can we get for RM1 a month today? All right, and we allow you to buy a maximum of 5 units, which is RM5. So for a RM5, you get 20,000 natural death coverage. All right, and if it's due to a mosquito bite illness like dengue or chikungunya, as I mentioned, it is double, which is 40,000. All right, I think it's value for money.
So that's the whole idea, that this is really micro. This is really micro. For the segment that is not completely aware of the product, so we can induce sampling and then they continue to use this because they understand that they need it more than anyone else.
Going back to
as I mentioned, this is only the beginning,
Yeah.
all right? So we are indirectly creating a lot of awareness through this product, all right, the importance. And you can actually see insurance in place. As I said, we already paid 2 claims, all right? So this is this word is going to spread around, and we also should push this information to the public to create awareness and say that this is the best product you can get at the moment at this price.
All right. So
And
just
especially when this COVID-19 pandemic, which has not spared anybody,
Yes.
I think it is more important than anyone else. If not now, then when? That's the
correct,
question. now.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is leading on to my next question. In the pandemic right now, I understand that this policy also covers COVID-19 death, natural death, right? So if anyone who's looking for something that is an insurance policy that covers you not only for natural death but also what's happening right now in the world, I think the insurance policy that's being produced by MCIS and Merchant Trade is a very good one. So moving on to the next question about the policy, why do I need life insurance? Yeah.
All right. Why do I need life insurance? Actually, you talk about life insurance, there's a few important segments you need to take care of, all right? It's like asking yourself, why do we live, all right? First of all the working class people, if something happens to you, the first stage you need to do is you need to cover your income, all right? To make sure that your family can carry on living at the same lifestyle they have been living. That's number one, all right? So income replacement, we call it in life insurance term, okay? Then number 2 is we focus on health insurance,
Yeah.
particularly critical illness today, all right? Because out of every 3 Malaysians, 2 contract a critical illness, all right? So there is a need for it, all right? Then number 3, we are talking about your medical card, your health insurance, when you get hospitalized, how are you going to cover, all right? Obviously, the 4th one is retirement. How are we going to take care of us after our working life, all right? And finally, a lot of people give this more priority than themselves as well, especially parents, is the education part of it. You see, saving and accumulating wealth is one thing. That will only happen if you are still alive and have got income over a period of time.
Correct.
But if you cease to exist and you're not able to save for the years you have planned, then life insurance will become handy. All right. So life insurance is very, very crucial in everybody's life. All right. And everybody thinks that COVID happened to somebody yesterday. It will not happen to me. But as Prasanna pointed out, it's not going to spare anybody. All right. So all of us are open to it. So life insurance is that. So I would say that if you don't have a policy, you are in trouble.
Yeah. But just to kind of add, for me personally, and when I meet anybody, I would always say that have a safety net instead of getting into a financial shocks. So I would say that to kind of avoid all the financial shocks that you are bound to, if in case you are going to be sick or you're going to have some situation. So this is how it will help you. So that's the reason I think life insurance is a must.
Okay. So going back to the coverage point, one of our viewers asked, hypothetically, if I were to die without life insurance, and what is the death benefit for this policy specifically?
If I don't have a life insurance policy.
So he's asking if I were to
have this policy.
Yeah.
Have this policy.
Yeah.
What am I?
What is the death benefit?
Okay, what's the death benefit? As I mentioned, for a ringgit, you are covered $4,000, a ringgit a month. Okay, that means in a year you're only paying 12 ringgit.
Yeah.
All right. You're covered 4,000, and if you are, your death is caused by a mosquito bite illness, dengue, chikungunya, specified illness, then you will have double of it, so which is 8,000. All right, and you're allowed to buy 5 units to the max. All right, which is 5 ringgit a month, 60 ringgit a year, and you're covered for 20,000. All right, for the basic, and if it's a double sum due to mosquito bite illness, then you get 40,000.
Okay, all right. So we have another question from one of our viewers. Am I still covered under this policy if I have a serious health condition?
All right. As far as serious health condition is concerned, how serious it is, right? We're not going to take somebody who can't manage themselves. Example, can't take bath by themselves, feed themselves, all right, and not mobile, right? So we got 3 simple questions which you say tick a yes, 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 and then we will accept you, all right?
Okay.
So we call this a simplified underwriting. It does not go into too many questions, 3 questions, and you're eligible or not eligible.
Okay. So it doesn't go into your urine sample and blood sample, which
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
traditional, insurance would do, right? Also, is this have any restrictions based on types of occupation?
All right, that is one more plus point about this product. All right, as I said, it's one is price is so cheap. All right, very affordable price. All right, and there's no occupation classification, so that means anybody and everybody can buy it.
So any of you who are business owners, you have foreign workers under your payroll, you can actually purchase this insurance or have them purchase this insurance when they send money in at any of our platforms, be it online or offline via merchant trade or even value, and get them covered, because it doesn't, again, what you said, doesn't discriminate based on occupation. So
Yeah.
whether you're, in a plantation or if you're under construction, you also can be covered under this insurance policy. All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for spending time and sharing with our audience all these insights. It's definitely an eye-opening experience, especially to the insurance world. If any of you still have any questions for our gentlemen here, you can leave it down below and our team will get to it and answer all your questions. So that is it for us today. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.